On this YouTube channel called Fiend Rants, where I rant about whatever I want, me being Fiend, I have made a lot of content recently. I've made some haha funny videos that really weren't haha funny. I've made some videos where I pretend to be MLG, and then I also have videos where I looks like I might be ranting, but in reality it's really boring and I'm just staring at a camera that I really should delete, and I will delete. That's about to change. Today's topic, laser sights. I don't like the way that they're implemented. I think that there's a way to fix them. Ready? 3,
2, 1, let's jam.
Yeah, boy.
So in Rainbow Six Siege, there are a lot of guns, and each one of those guns can be customized a lot. This is all really common information. Everyone knows this, of course. But in reality, when you come to the specific attachments, it's not actually that flexible. You have your ACOG, your holo, your reflex, and most people use the holo over the ACOG. The reflex is for some nuts, and then if you're insane like me, you use the red dot. I don't apologize. And when it comes to grips, you have your choice between vertical or angled, and then if barrels, you have your choice of flash hider, compensator, muzzle brake, silencer, extended barrel, but in reality you only have 3 viable options there. And then we get to the underbarrel, which is the last and least customizable aspect of Siege, which only has the laser sight. Now the laser sight is really just kind of underwhelming. Quite frankly, it provides a 25% hipfire accuracy boost, and that's it. Well, it seems like a really useful buff because it leaves that dot in your line of sight that everyone can see, and this is already nerfed from the Year 1 laser sight, which was just a straight laser line. So the laser sight has already been buffed a bunch to try and make it even the least bit viable, and then it's still not that popular. Why is it not popular? It's because a hipfire bonus in a game like Siege, where aiming down sights is king, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how tight your hipfire is when all you gotta do is hit them in the head. It doesn't matter that you have 25% increased hipfire, because that's not an aspect of the game that is encouraged. So the laser sight is pretty useless, except on shotguns, where it increases their consistency to kill, except even then you don't want to use it, because when you're using a shotgun in Siege, that's usually for sight reconstruction as a defender, a la Smoke, Mute, Mira, Maestro, God help anyone who has to use the Bailiff, and all of them don't want to use the laser sight so that they can make larger rotates, which means that they can't even take an attachment that increases their consistency to kill, because they need to focus on other aspects of that weapon. So the laser sight literally has no place in the game except for your pistols, and that's just because, well, why the hell not? Why not? Just chuck it on, slap it on.
Slap it on with the might of Zeus.
So what I'm going to propose is a fix to the laser sight that will increase its viability or popularity, so that it's actually used some in a competitive sense, probably in a casual sense. Right, so my solution to the laser sight being not viable is an on-off switch. That's it. It's that simple. And let me explain why. Siege already has burst fire, and most people know that if you accidentally hit B, or whatever your bind for fire mode is, you can cycle through a bunch of them. You have full auto, you have semi-auto, you have burst. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So with that in mind, you already have this animation where your gun goes click. And for the laser sight, you can easily have another keybind. I don't know, throw it on V, H, N, X. You know, you have options. You have options. So what you can do is you can take your laser sight and you can have a keybind where you can turn on or off the laser sight. This gives the player the option on how they want to take engagements with the laser sight a little bit more. If you know that there's someone around the corner, but you still want to wide swing it and you want to ADS while you're doing that, maybe you turn it on. Maybe you turn that laser sight on so that you get that little bit tighter spray while you're pre-firing. Or maybe you don't want to even give them the chance to see that red dot, so you don't even do that so that you have the element of surprise. Or maybe you want to let people know that you are watching an angle. Part of the red dot that can be used actually is psychological warfare, because you know when you're using it, they know where you're looking. They know where you're looking. Now there's a bunch of positions that you could be playing to hold that angle, but all they know is that you are holding the angle, and that's a lot of information. And if you bait them with that, well, now there's some mind games. Now of course, the laser sight having this power, why wouldn't you equip it? Like obviously, if you can turn it off, but you have a potential benefit of it, why would you never take the laser sight? And to that, I have no good answer. I've been sitting on this question for 2 weeks straight now. I still have no reason why, if you did this potential buff to the laser sight, why you shouldn't take it. And honestly, after thinking about it, I don't think that's actually a bad thing. Everyone takes an optic. Why wouldn't you take an optic? There's literally no reason to not take a sight for your guns in this game. There is no reason to take a muzzle attachment in this game. Now you'll get flack for running a red dot silenced 416 on Jaeger, but I can still run it. In every other situation in this game, it is better to take an attachment than not take an attachment. In every other situation, there is a reason to use that part of customization to get yourself an advantage. The underbarrel is the only place that this doesn't take place, and that is because the laser sight is so binary. You equip it, you're giving away your position with no chance of doing anything else. You keep it unequipped, you have complete darkness. Nobody knows where you are based off some stupid red dot. And so outside of aesthetics, if you do this potential on-off switch for the laser sight, there's no reason not to take it. But, there's no reason not to take an optic, so what's the difference? Alright, that's the whole video. That's everything I want to say. Peace out, nerds.